resources.
I'll be quick, Mr. Chairman. In 2015, President Obama said that we're going to guarantee another $1 billion. Has any of that money been sent out? Has there been a guarantee on any of that money that's been loaned out? And I understand from Mr. Rohrbacher's questioning that this is kind of the government having their full faith and backing behind, or they're guaranteeing a loan, but they're not actually writing a check. But if there is $1 billion in more loan guarantees for basically the last year of a presidential term, can you tell me how much of this money has gone out, if there is any money that's gone out, and if there is projects that are coming?
Thank you for the question, Congressman Knight. And the answer is that the President was announcing additional loan authority for the advanced fossil solicitation and the renewable energy solicitation, in particular to support distributed energy projects, because we have learned from the market that there is interest in those types of projects, but it wasn't clear to the market as to whether they would be eligible under our program. So we issued a supplement that clarified that those types of projects would be eligible and devoted additional resources to that. But the specific answer to your question is, at this time, we have not made any of those, or we haven't made any loans for those types of projects at this point.
Very good. And then just two more quick questions. The Advanced Technology Vehicle Manufacturing Program, as I understand, hasn't given out any loan guarantees in the last 5 years. Is that correct?
We actually have made conditional commitments, so we've made new commitments, but we haven't closed any new loans in that period of time.
Would we say that that program's been a success, and that's why we don't need it anymore, and we don't have to have these kind of guarantees? I guess there's many more billions of dollars that can be either loaned out or guaranteed for loans coming up in the future. Is that something that we could just say we're ending this right here and there is no more loan guarantees? And I know I'm using that term loosely, but that's basically what we're talking about.
I would tell you that the program has been very successful. And I would tell you that what we're seeing now is a shift in terms of our applications. So we're receiving applications. We still have interest to make loans, and we have made a conditional commitment, as I mentioned. And the shift that we're seeing is from the auto manufacturing companies themselves to component manufacturers, because we all know the auto industry is doing fairly well at this point in time, but the component manufacturers are still facing stiff competition from overseas. And so as they need to upgrade their facilities to produce components that would go into vehicles that would assist the automakers in meeting their mileage standards, there are projects that need financing and can benefit from the program.
Okay, and I guess I just have a quick follow-up question. If Congress, and I'm not saying that Congress should do this, but if Congress worked on moving the CAFE standards or something like that up, as Congress liked to do in the 70s quite a bit, would that again infuse this program to be more effective? And again, these are all hypotheticals.
Thank you for the question, Congressman. And I think that if the mileage, as the mileage standards increase, you're going to see an increasing necessity on the part of the market to invest in new projects in order to meet those standards. So I would say that if the standards do increase, and they're scheduled to increase, I think, between now and 2025 already, but as they increase, you will see increasing appetite for the program.
Okay, and in my last minute, Mr. Loris, give me an idea, and I'll give you 30 seconds here. If the program goes away, completely goes away, do you believe that there is enough private capital, venture capitalists out there that will take care of these needs without the involvement of government?
I do, if they're market viable, and that's the whole issue. You had politicians and pundits predict that we would never see oil below $100 a barrel again, and look where we are today. And so they make these grand plans to subsidize electric vehicles or biofuels and put in place these programs. But markets, time and time again, prove those politicians and pundits wrong. So I believe there will be substantial investment in renewable energy moving forward. These are finite resources. We'll see some shift in market scenarios, both in the United States and globally, but that will happen as the market dictates. It won't be necessary for the government to fund any of these programs, whether it's through direct subsidies or through these loan programs. And one more point about your fuel efficiency standards is this is the big problem, is you have the federal government set these regulations, and then you have the government subsidize them to meet these regulations. You have the government mandate the use of cellulosic biofuels, then you have the government give out loan guarantees to cellulosic biofuel plants. This is not a winning formula for innovation and economic growth in the renewable energy industry or any energy industry.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I yield back.
Thank you. I thank the witnesses for their valuable testimony. And